you're going to understand the 7 most common psychological tricks narcissists use. Not to hurt you immediately, but to dismantle you emotionally, without you even realizing it. These strategies are tested, they are dangerous, and they are far more common than most people want to admit. By recognizing these patterns, you don't just protect your emotional health, you reclaim control of your own life. And once you see these patterns clearly, you can't unsee them. At first, everything feels perfect, almost unreal. Sweet messages when you wake up, long conversations, big promises about the future, compliments that feel intense. Flattering. Almost addictive. But this intensity isn't random. It isn't accidental. It's a strategy. Love bombing, one of the most effective tools in dark psychology. Excessive affection, constant attention, emotional intensity used as bait. Asterisk behind the warm hugs, behind the passionate words, lives a quiet desire for control, and the most dangerous part of all. At this stage, the victim is smiling. They feel chosen. Special. Finally seen. Almost like they won something, like they got lucky. But that prize hides conditions, toxic clauses, emotional dependence. Slowly, the tone changes. Affection turns into criticism. Care turns into control. Presence turns into pressure. And by the time you notice the shift, you're already emotionally invested, already attached, already trying to fix something you didn't break. And it all started with something simple. An innocent compliment on the first day. Asterisk. Love bombing is like a miracle product. It promises everything, delivers intensity. But comes with a cost. I've worked with people who said, "I've never felt so loved in my life," only to question their own sanity months later. So if someone puts you on a pedestal too fast, pay attention, because the same person who lifts you up quickly can drop you just as hard. And the fall hurts. Not because of the impact, but because you believed you were flying. And that's only the beginning, because worse things follow. Asterisk. It starts subtly, almost invisibly. You clearly remember something that was said. A promise, a comment. An agreement. But when you bring it up, it's denied. Confidently. You're told it never happened, that you misunderstood, that you're imagining things. And slowly, you begin to doubt your own memory. That's gaslighting. A perverse form of psychological manipulation. It's not just lying. It's rewriting reality until the question changes. From "Why did you do that?" to "Am I the problem?" And when that question appears, the trap closes. Asterisk. Gaslighting erodes self-confidence bit by bit. You hesitate. You overthink. You second-guess yourself. You ask if you're overreacting, if you're too sensitive, if you're being unfair. I've seen strong people, confident people, turn into shadows of themselves, apologizing for feelings that were completely valid. Because if you stop trusting yourself, you start trusting only one voice. There's and that's the password to control. Then comes silence. Not the silence of peace, but the silence of punishment. Messages ignored. Calls unanswered. Presence withdrawn. No explanation. No closure. Just absence. Asterisk. That absence creates anxiety. You replay conversations. Search for mistakes, asking yourself, what did I do wrong? That's the strategy. Reverse the roles. Make you chase. Make you apologize, even when you don't know why. That's silent treatment. And it works, because fear of rejection is powerful. Then comes triangulation. Another person is mentioned. An ex, co-worker, a friend. Always casually, always indirectly. Just enough to create insecurity. Just enough to make you compete. You try harder, change your behavior. Question your worth. While they watch and control the game. Asterisk, asterisk. Then comes guilt. Suddenly, they are the victim. Disappointed. Hurt. Misunderstood. And you become the villain. A sigh. A sentence like, "I didn't expect this from you." And guilt is installed. You feel responsible. Indebted. Ashamed. Even for reacting to pain. Then the rules change. What was enough yesterday isn't enough today. You give more. Try harder. Adjust. Again. But satisfaction never comes. This is called moving the goalposts. One of the most exhausting tricks in dark psychology. Asterisk, asterisk. It destroys self-esteem. Because no matter what you do, you always feel inadequate. I've seen people move cities, quit jobs. Lose friends, all to meet expectations that never stop changing. It's like running on a treadmill. You're exhausted, but you're not moving forward. And while you're running, control deepens. Then comes isolation. Subtle at first. Almost invisible. Comments about your friends, doubts about your family, until slowly your world becomes smaller. Plans are canceled. Conversations stop. Connections fade. Asterisk, asterisk. And without realizing it, they become your only reference point. Your only emotional anchor. And that's dangerous, because control works best when you're alone. I've seen people realize this too late. Only when something serious happened and there was no one left to call. That's one of the most severe signs of a toxic relationship, when the person hurting you is the only person you feel you can rely on. But there is a way back, and it starts with awareness. With seeing clearly, with naming what's happening. Asterisk, asterisk. Now that you understand these patterns, ask yourself something honestly. How many of these signs have you lived through? In someone else. Or in yourself? Maybe it was that relationship that felt perfect at first. Or that friendship that slowly drained you. It's time to leave autopilot. You deserve relationships that nourish, not ones that control. Relationships that strengthen. Not ones that confuse. If this felt familiar, don't blame yourself. Narcissists are experts at hiding intentions. Behind charm. Behind care. But now you see the patterns. And that changes everything. Knowledge protects, but action is what sets you free. So tell me, which of these behaviors did you recognize the most? In someone else or in yourself? Let's talk in the comments. No judgment, only truth. And if you want to keep learning how to protect your mind, subscribe to the channel, because the next video might change everything.